Comikers, welcome back. I'm Ms. Comika, and thanks for joining me again for this week's pull list. This week, the two comics that I got was I Hate Fairyland, issue number 11, and Motor Crush, issue number 4. Alright guys, so this week was pretty good. Finally got Motor Crush. And then I also got I Hate Fairyland, and this is the first time that I'm jumping into this series. It was suggested by a subscriber. I did get issue number 1 when it first came out, just never read it. I do that a lot where I buy things and then I don't read them. I have a video coming of all the back issues that I have that I've bought and I haven't read. So look forward to that. I Hate Fairyland is one of them. It's written and illustrated by Skottie Young, and if you remember from my introduction video, you would remember that Skottie Young is my favorite artist of all time. So yeah, definitely need to be jumping into this comic. The second reason why I should really be into this comic is because it's also colored by Jean-Francois Beaulieu, which if you remember from my previous video, that I really liked his artwork, which is featured right here, actually, in Mother Panic, issue number 4. Oh. Reason number 3 why I should really like I Hate Fairyland is because it's illustrated in a cute manner. I really love all things cute or kawaii. Also, to add to the third point is, while it is illustrated in a cutesy manner, the content that's being illustrated is like graphic and gory. And if you remember also from my intro video, I really like ultra-violence, and I tend to like gory things, or like I like the horror genre. So I just feel like this comic like kind of encompasses all my interests like in one thing. The only gripe that I have with this comic is the story is a little lacking to me. I guess I really have high expectations for the stories that I read in comics, you know. Rating that I'm gonna give I Hate Fairyland is gonna be, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 stars. Story, I'm gonna give the story like 1.5 stars. I can't force myself to give it 1 star because it was entertained. The art and the idea, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm gonna give it 6 stars. 6 out of 5 stars for the art. Just because the art that Skottie creates is so original and very cool. And that's something you can expect from Skottie, and you can immediately look at his art and you know, okay, that's Skottie Young. The colorist, Jean-Francois, I don't know, at least I'm saying that right. The color is just crazy. Like, it's so fantastic. And a lot of my favorite artists, if you want to lump them all together, are colorists. Like, I really like Rico Renzi, and I really like Hi-Fi Color. Jean-Francois is becoming one of my favorite artists just because he's so great at color. It's fantastic. So anyway, this paired together, I really like this comic. So like I said, like the art, 6 out of 5 stars. The story, 1.5 out of 5 stars. Will I continue to pick up this comic? Yes. I'm probably going to pick up just at least the next few issues, just so I can see where it's going. A brief little synopsis without, this isn't really a comic that can really get spoiled, to be honest. Basically what it's about is it's got Gert, who's the main character, the girl on the front cover with the green hair, and her little sidekick Larry. So she goes to this convention, and she's there because she wants to see her hero, which it reminds me a lot of like the first time I met Babs Tarr, who is like my hero, except Gert wants to be exactly like Gwag the Barbarian. I just want to, I wish I could be like Babs. I'm not like an artist in any means, shape, or form. I just think that she's amazing. She goes to this con, and it's called the Dungeon Fest Expo Con. She finally gets to meet her hero, and her hero kind of like turns her down and says, yeah, she literally says, whatever kid, to her. And she gets really disheartened, and she ends up getting kicked out because she starts like super fangirling, which I'm like, okay, still me, you know? So she, as she's leaving, she gets her own fangirl, and there's this girl named Maddie. She's like, oh, I'm gonna show Wag what it's like to be a hero or a role model. And so she's like, Maddie, I'm gonna take you under my wing and teach you everything. And so she does, and it turns out like Maddie totally lets it go to her head, and she just totally like runs with it, starts being obnoxious and annoying and drunk, and she ends up making this vow to be good. She says she's not gonna murder anymore. She's gonna take a good streak, and starting after she kills Maddie. Like, she totally throws Maddie off of the cliff, and she's like, okay, starting now. So the preview for the next issue looks pretty cool. It's got Gert, and she gets a new little friend. It says she rescues a cute little grub. So freaking cute. Also, she's wielding a bloody katana, which, if you remember, like I said from my intro video, my favorite movie is Kill Bill, and I really like Japanese culture, so I feel like this is going to be really cool and interesting. Moving on to the next comic, which is Motor Crush, which is my #1 favorite comic right now, considering Saga's on a hiatus, and Saga's my all-time favorite comic, like all time. So currently, it's Motor Crush. Motor Crush is fantastic, and the reason why I love it so much is because it is illustrated by Babs Tarr. Alright, so the rating I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. I know you're shocked, like, why isn't it 5 out of 5? You love Motor Crush and you're such a fangirl. It was kind of dull. The artwork was definitely not lacking, and there's some really cool like stuff going on. Like, there's this like, she's like riding on a skateboard, and there's this like chase and like this fight where she's like fighting with her skateboard, and that was pretty sick. And it leaves you wanting more and interested to find out where the story's gonna end, just because it also, the last issue ended with her being confronted by this mystery writer, and he goes by Dark Rider, and it appears that he is just like her, and he has like all these answers about her life. The thing that was really weird is that homie over here downs a whole vial, which is bad, like killer bad. And then something happens where Dom's like, where'd he go? Like, he like disappeared. She's in a point where she's being held down. She's getting ready to like get her ass beat. And so she decides, hey, maybe I can disappear. So she breaks the vial and drinks it herself as well. From what I think it looks like in the comic is she like dissolved. Here's what it looks like. To me, it looks like she drank the crush and her body just like dissolved into liquid form. Weird. Definitely interested to see what's gonna happen next. So this week it was I Hate Fairyland and Motor Crush, and also I do have a separate pull list. It's a little bit late. Talk about Shade the Changing Girl. I kind of just jump in because I haven't been reading it from the beginning. And Shade the Changing Girl is from DC's Young Animal series. And also in that same video, I talk about Riverdale, which is just a one-shot. It's about Archie and the new TV show and whatnot. So look forward to that video as well. Next week, I will be talking about Mother Panic and Doom Patrol. Like, woo. Don't forget to check me out on social media. I have Twitter, Instagram, and my anime list. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments box below. Thanks again for watching this week of Pull List, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!